On September 18th, the internet was hit by a freight train worth of news. Grand Theft Auto 6, codenamed America's, Rockstar's most highly anticipated game, leaked. Although to call it a leak could be a bit of an understatement, this was more akin to a full-on burst, with over 90 video files and screenshots of early development footage of GTA 6 leaking out via GTA forums, before making its way to every other platform as well. So this is all a bit mad, and it has to be one of the biggest leaks we've seen in the gaming industry, with so much footage being leaked out, showing tons of stuff from different locations, gameplay elements, confirming the playable characters, and so much more. And while this unprecedented event has been something to behold, what does it mean for Rockstar and the development of the game going forward? What can we learn about the next installment in the Grand Theft Auto series from the leaks? What actually happened, and what has come of it for the now infamous leaker? We have a lot to discuss in this video, and just before we get into everything, I never really do this, but I am imploring you that if you like this video, throw it a wee like and possibly subscribe if you have enjoyed this or any of my other videos, as about 82% of you folks aren't even subscribed. But I just want to say that here now and get out of the road, so that's the cringy YouTube stuff, let's go. So as interesting as the content of the leaks are, I want to look first into the series of events that transpired and where we currently are in regards to the leaks as a whole. The leak dropped on the 18th of September via GTA forums, by an account known as Teapot Uber Hacker, who allegedly also conducted a hack on the company Uber, hence the name. This happened just days before the GTA 6 leak itself, and when the leaks were posted on GTA forums, he provided those forums with over 90 video clips of early development footage, said to be from about 2019 or so from all the research I can gather. As well as the video clips which depicted various gameplay activities and features. Source code for the game was also leaked, and some files from Rockstar that relate back to court cases regarding a mod made in GTA 5 were also leaked out, at the request of the person at the other end of the suit. So after a while of Teapot having to dispel rumours of the leaks being fake, by grabbing specific files for different users on the forum, it then began the classic internet act of being reposted ad infinitum all over the internet, causing massive uproar in not only the GTA and Rockstar communities, but gaming communities as a whole. It had Twitter in a farce. This leak was massive, and that can't be denied. So as usual, content creators all began eating the leaks up and making the common videos, much like this one, where they talk about the leaks and discuss all the points in them, and some people even showed the footage. Wasn't the last though, as Rockstar and parent company Take-Two quickly stepped in giving copyright strikes out like they were wee candy on Halloween to any creator talking about the game, even if they didn't include the footage. And here's fingers crossed that doesn't happen here. Please, Rockstar, don't do it. Alongside the discussions and talk around the leaks, some users decided to go ahead and contact developers at Rockstar directly, throwing some abuse and harassing them, because in these people's eyes, these gameplay leaks were obviously a true sign of how the game would look and play at launch. This is despite it being an old build with limited assets and a clear debug menu overlaying all of the footage. I thought that what they saw wasn't good enough. This was the developers who work on the game's fault. I can't really emphasize enough how big a pack of dickheads these folk are, for not only the pure stupidity in thinking that this was anywhere near a final product of what GTA 6 will be like, but the audacity to harass devs about it. Like, come on man, that's like, you know, hitting the common worker because his boss is up the prices. But thankfully the rest of the internet, who are a little bit more sensible, shot back with many users hounding on these idiots harassing devs, with many other game companies showing their already released early builds to highlight the contrast between the early development and final product. Really good to see that, and it's a nice little win for the devs. Following the internet discourse, Rockstar actually released a statement regarding the leaks, stating that they recently suffered a network intrusion and admitted to the content having been accessed and downloaded. With this, they also quelled fears that the leak would delay the game. They said, "At this time, we do not anticipate any disruption to our live game services, nor any long-term effect on the development of our ongoing project." In the post, they also thank everyone for the support in this time and in this matter, and that they are still determined to deliver a quality experience with GTA 6, and will show more of it when they're ready. It's a bit mad that they actually had to put out a statement on this, and the fact they did it so quickly was a bit mad, honestly. And so then, on the 22nd of September, 5 days following the leaks, a 17-year-old kid has now been arrested in England on suspicion of hacking. While not confirmed by the police, a journalist, Matthew Keys, tweeted out that although their identity will remain under wraps, this has been the person responsible for the Uber hack, the GTA leak, and has apparently been arrested previously for a Microsoft and Nvidia hack or leak. Honestly, how someone just 17 years old can be doing all this high-end stuff is absolutely beyond me. Whenever I was 17, I think all I did was just sit down and play Call of Duty in my room. So that's the story. What did these tasty leaks actually contain? Many of the leaks that we got confirmed details that have been speculated about and rumored about for ages. These are what they were. This includes the location of the new game being set in Rockstar's version of Miami in the GTA verse, known as Vice City. We can glean a lot of that info from different locations in the footage being one-to-one to IRL Miami, as well as the police cars showing VCPD logos. And according to some rumors, Vice City will at least have surrounding country in the map, with the possibility of other cities. God knows what they would be, but that's what the speculation around this shows. The leaks themselves only show Vice City. In the footage we can see NPC interactions that show characters mentioning Jay Norris being dead. This is a callback to previous events in the GTA 5 story, where Michael plants a bomb in Jay's phone that goes off in his face during a keynote event. From that lovely little piece of information and callback, we can see that this game is going to be set post GTA 5 in the timeline, dispelling a lot of previous rumors that this game is going to be set in the 80s and actually going back in time. And on that same topic of NPC dialogue, there is a noticeable improvement from what we've seen in previous games, with a full-on conversation playing out that can be followed, compared to cobbled together lines that we've previously seen, or the most generic of, "Hello there, how are you? I'm good, how are you? I'm good, how's the kids?" And the other major confirmation we get from the leaks, alongside the location being a pretty big one, is that we now know who we'll be playing as. Lucia and Jason. From everything I see, and I'm sure everybody has seen this on the internet already, but they're a Bonnie and Clyde-esque duo who can be freely switched between, just as we did with the trio in GTA 5. And while we don't have any other info in the story, this looks pretty cool. I like this dual mechanic, and hopefully this can give a little bit more time to see these characters, rather than the trio that we had before, where a lot of people feel that many of them didn't get the proper development that they needed. But anyway, on to the gameplay itself. Staying on that multiple player characters from the previous point, we can see that we have the character switching back from GTA 5. Here it looks a lot more streamlined, and I can't wait to see how it performs when we get the game. Hopefully we aren't actually stuck in the clouds for minutes upon minutes at a time like in GTA 5. And I always love to see the different situations we find our characters in when we get to switch into them. Like Michael seeing a movie, or at dinner with Amanda, or Trevor at the edge of some bridge. Always love seeing those. A major thing I noticed in the gameplay was that it appears as if we have an NPC interaction mechanic in this game, similar to what we've had in RDR 2 as well as in Rockstar's previous titles like Bully, allowing us to respond positively, negatively, rob them, and other things such as zip tying hostages' hands in a robbery scenario. That sounds really cool. If we can have location-specific and activity-specific interactions that are a lot more usable than we get in current games, that's going to be even better. I love these mechanics as it really just helps immerse me in the world and feel more a part of it than having the world be a background for us to be in. It's nice to be immersed in the world. And keeping with that theme of immersion, it looks like we have unlimited weapons that can be carried on our person. Another great mechanic pulled from RDR 2, where you had to be a little bit more tactical before going into engagements, having to have a weapon over your shoulder and a sidearm. It will remain to be seen whether this will actually lead to other immersive features like civilians and cops reacting to the weapons you're carrying and also the ones in your hands or on your back, but we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how they do this. You could do something similar to Max Payne and Red Dead, where you can have 1 to 2 weapons on your back, you can have weapons in holsters on your person, whether that's an open carry, a closed carry. As well as that, we could also have weapons being in the backs of cars, in the glove boxes, in different homes. There should hopefully be a lot of instances where we can, yes, have our set weapons, but with weapons lying around in the world, we'll be able to pick those up and use them on the fly, and that should add a lot more dynamic situations to the gameplay. Something Red Dead didn't get to go in on, but I wish it did. And then to close out the gameplay, we see a bit of driving in it. It looks very similar to GTA 5's driving mechanics, but it has a lot of added weight and realism to it, especially noticeable in a crash that occurs in the footage, showing the front left of the car getting crushed in quite realistically, which again adds to immersion, and it's always well welcomed in these games. I live for the immersion. And well, that's it, folks. I hope I was able to give you a bit more of a handle on this crazy turn of events, and that you can get even more hyped than the entirety of the internet currently is over these leaks at GTA 6 when it eventually gets released. And hopefully Rockstar don't copyright me to infinity. Please, Rockstar, I didn't show gameplay, I just want to talk about this news. And hey, if you're excited for GTA 6, or if there was something I missed here, throw it on down in the comments. Hopefully we can all find out all the information on this. I think it's just so interesting to see how this leaks happened and what we can learn from it. And if you enjoyed the video itself, you can throw a wee like. You can enjoy my sultry tones and forever biased opinions. Be sure to subscribe to see even more of this outshite. Peace out.